is Philippines, and this is Rizal. In this video, I'm going to bring you to the place where Pililla is located. But the question is, why? What's in Pililla? Okay, now here's the setting. Actually, I have to research on something and to have a reaction with the research paper that my professor in master's degree asked us to do. This is a research paper by Mr. Roger Anderson entitled Smart Grid, the Future Electric Energy System Cybersecurity. And again, this is by Robert Anderson. Well, I started to research on the internet about these different types of renewable energy, and according to Robert Anderson, that it's somehow a system, a process, setting up the entire system of renewable energy from gathering or collecting resources. Example of that, if it is a wind turbine, you collect wind, and then from collecting that wind, you convert it into electricity using the generator, and from the generator and store it in the battery, and then distribute it using the distribution line. Another, if you are using, or the company is using the solar panel, and then solar panel will be stored to a battery, and the same, it goes to distribution line. So I chose the wind turbine, so windmill, because I'm very much interested with that. So what I did, I started to plan for understanding what wind turbine is, wind farming, and how to set up all those things from the very first time, the entire system of wind turbine. How do they do that? How they will know that the certain place is okay for renewable and for setting up the wind turbine or not, and then how to get materials, how to assemble those materials, and then how to transport that here in the Philippines, and then how it generates electricity, how much electricity it generates, and of course at the end of the day, how will it be distributed in the local areas or to the consumers just like us. So what I did is I started to prepare my things in the evening, and then to go to a place where I can really literally see the entire system of wind turbine. Early in the morning, we went to Pililla, Rizal. As we are on the road from Santa Rosa going to Pililla, and it was really a nice travel. But while we were traveling, it comes into my mind, how does this wind turbine could come up with voltage of electricity that could be distributed in the entire city. So as I remember, if the wind blows, the rotor blade of the wind turbine will start to spin with correct speed. As I found out on my research, that there is only speed limit of the wind turbine that would be accepted. If it is more than that, it would put the blade or the entire turbine in a risk, so automatically it shut down the entire system, so it stops. Once the rotor blade spins, and that's the start of spinning of the shaft, and that shaft is connected in generator, and that generator will generate electricity as long as it turns. And if that happens continuously, that generates more and more electricity, and that electricity, which is the flow of electrons, and we call it current, it goes to the battery for storage, and then it goes to our substations or the distribution channel. So we have these transformers and the distribution lines, we have those things, and then it goes to a local city going to the household. That's why you have your electricity ready to be used. Once we go there in the area, what happened was there was a big challenge. The road is not really friendly. I mean, from Santa Rosa going to Pililla Rizal, the road is like zigzag road. It's not that really friendly. It's quite difficult to drive, but you can manage it if you are driving for a long time ago already and you are a professional. The thing is, once we are very near to the wind farm, the problem was our tire got flat. So it was a big challenge because I'm thinking during that time is, are we gonna really reach the place, or we can just, you know, stay there for how many hours and decide to go back and look for someone who could help us to change the tire, because we are almost in the middle of the hill and we don't have enough tools that we could change immediately the tire. So luckily, around 200 meters from the area, we found vulcanizing shop, and I'm very thankful to the guy. He helped us to change the tire, and that's it. We are there again, approaching the wind farm, and it's so nice because when we arrived in wind farm, we really saw the very huge wind turbine, and the emotion, the feeling is so really amazing. I can't really describe how I was so really amazed that we here in the Philippines have that. I know we have that as well in Ilocos. I haven't been there. Probably in the future I will also visit that to see and witness what is in Ilocos. But here now in front of me, I can see very huge wind turbine. I took pictures and videos. I can really feel the strong wind, but of course not too much strong, and I wonder how come that if it is not too strong, how come that this wind turbine blades are still rotating? And what I found out is that they're, you know, the blades or the rotor blades of the wind turbine are very sensitive to even small amount of wind, and once they detect that there's wind there, they started to spin, okay, and which is really nice, and that gives us a very sustainable flow of electricity. Then I approached the LGU officer for tourism in that area, and luckily she gave us a lot of information which part of this interview, and I found I learned a lot from that interview with Miss Romelin.
Hi guys, I want to take this opportunity to invite you on my website www.ematrix.com. My mission here in ematrix.com is to give free education for all. Free education means for those who cannot really access education from school or cannot have time to attend schools or any tutorial services, this is free for you. You can just go to the website www.ematrix.com and choose courses that you want, and then watch the videos, learn from it, answer some quizzes, and then once you finish the course, you get the certificate. And this is only not for mathematics. This is for many subjects. In fact, when I say mathematics, from the basic up to advanced, from algebra to geometry to trigonometry, analytic geometry, pre-calculus, calculus, integral, and differential calculus. And when it comes to science, from general science to biology, chemistry, physics, so on and so forth. And even in computer programming, you will learn also from the basic up to advanced. I'm building this website so that everyone could access it for free. So in order for me to do that, I wrote some books that I believe some people out there will be very interested. And these are the books that are available also on the websites. And if you are very willing to read the book, learn from that book that I wrote, where I discuss many different things when it comes to IT, fresh research from IT field, you can just click add to cart and then buy that book. The proceeds of that book will be going to the completion of the entire website, Emathrix.com, to fully realize the free education for everyone. Or if you really want to access what is inside the book, but you don't have any fund for that, because I offer it for free to those who wanted to just listen to the audiobook. The audiobook version of these books are for free. And these are all in podcast format. So all you have to do is just visit the website, Emathrix.com, and browse the products and check if there is available podcast for that and listen to that podcast. Okay? So again, thank you. I'm really looking forward that all of us will be learning in advance, because I believe artificial intelligence could really change our lives in good things and even in bad things if we are not prepared.
Before anything else po, I would like to introduce myself first. I'm Romelyn from LGU Tourism po. So, sa po ako sa naka-assign dito sa wind farm.
Lilia. So, can you tell us something first? Why dito itinayo ang windmill?
Actually, sir, meron silang material na ginamit dito sa area po. Yung itinayo nila sa isang area, tapos doon nakalagay po doon yung wind vane.
Okay.
To test po yung hangin, and also po kung ilang kilometer po ba yung kaya po niya maibigay.
I see. Okay. So, ibig sabihin, during the time na nagtatest pala, it's not only Pililya ang pinagtastasan. Meron pang ibang lugar, pero ito talaga nakita mas convenient at mas maraming magiging feasible for the windmill.
Yes, sir. Sa area po kasi meron pong high wind and low wind po. So, yun po. Yung part po ng high wind, actually, continuous po naman talaga siya nakakapagbigay ng magandang hangin. So, yun po yung isa sa nakapag-approve sa area.
And then, gaano po katagal build o sa setup ng ganitong, ilang lahat ng windmill?
27 turbine.
Wow! 27 turbines. Gaano po katagal yung ginawa?
Actually, sir, mabilis lang siya sa construction. So, ang pinakamatagal po niya is 2014 yung construction, and then 2015 of July, nakatayo na po si Meter. Din siya ng Spain. So, lahat po ng materials is galing ng Spain, and then inassemble po siya into China.
Okay.
Yes po. And then, dinala po rin sa Pilipinas.
I see. Okay.
Pero Spain po talaga yung lahat po ng materials.
Alright. So, ilang electricity po ang napoproduce niya? Every month po ba ang measurement dito? Or every
Hindi,
week?
sir. Depends po dun sa hangin. Kasi
Okay.
each turbine po, nakakapag-generate po siya ng 2 megawatts.
Average?
Yes po.
Okay.
And then, pwede po niyang ma-reach yun in a second, minute.
Ooh.
Depende po.
Ganun
sa lakas
kabilis?
po ng hangin. Yes, sir. Carry po niya yun.
Tapos, yung 2 megawatts na yan, sa isang turbine, times 27.
Yes po.
Grabe, ang laki nun. Tapos, i-distribute yan or merong storage
May
station?
storage station po, yun po yung tinatawag nilang substation. Nasa area rin po siya, sir. And then po, ang nangyayari na po niyan, kung makikita niyo po, mayroon pong mga line si Meralco. So si Meralco, kay Meralco pa rin po dumadaan yung kuryente. So,
Okay. So, ang Meralco, hindi purely sa coal lang or sa fuel
Yes, sir.
kumukuha.
Yes,
So,
sir.
meron din pala na sa sources dito.
yes po.
I see. Okay.
As we continue our conversation, I learned a lot from Miss Romelyn. And as we went back home, I still remember all those things that she shared to me. One thing that instilled in my mind is we should really have more of those renewable energy devices, just like windmill or wind farm. And if we have solar farm, then that's really, really nice. We need that because we should be independent from fossil fuels or from gasoline, which can cause a lot of health problems and climate change. And we are already in red alert. So what I'm asking to everyone is, try to think, what type of environment would you like to give to your children and grandchildren? So the decision
is today, right in your hand and in your brain. Thank you for watching, and see you again for the next episode. And if you miss one of my free you can just watch this video about artificial intelligence. And for the description of the website that I just mentioned earlier, just try to check the description down below. And of course, don't forget to share, like, and subscribe in this channel for more videos to come.